What's good? What's good? We live? Are we live? All right. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Let's get this thing popping. Um, what's today's date? The 5th. What's up, you guys? We got a lot of promos today. Let's see here. One sec. One sec. All right. What's up? What's up? Let's see what we got going on today's game or today's promos. We got a lot of promos, so we can go through the list. Let's see what. Let's just get it started. Not wasting any more time. We got some plays on prize picks. We have a 6 pick flex, 40% profit boost on prize picks. So that's gonna be our first stop is prize picks. So let me just head on over to my prize picks. That's not prize picks. All right. So Ryan Kalk Kalkbrenner, under 2 blocks. 6 pick flex. So this is a good play. I guess I should look at the optimizer first too, see what the optimizer has for us. Not too much on here, but they do have the blocks play on here. FanDuel's only got minus 125, so little iffy on that one. No pinnacle odds. So if you don't like the play, you don't have to, but we are following the sharp money on this play in particular. And make sure that your promo you opted in to the profit boost. So $5 is my max, is the only amount I can put on here. So honestly, if you're limited on a book, then it's better to just go for like the big plays or like the big parlays. So like a 6 pick flex, because you can still make like $100 off of it. So we got under a block, under 1.5 blocks for Ryan Kalkbrenner. Off the sharp money. OG Ananobi under his steals is another play. Somebody has 2.7K at plus minus 120 basically. So we could take the OG play under his blocks. So it's like not looking like it's looking like nobody wants to bet on these people's blocks. What the hell? Is it just they changed the lines on that one. OG Ananobi. Where did I see that at? Down here? Blocks. So if it's 1.5, you can't take his under, so we're not gonna go with the OG play. That's an unfortunate miss. We got Ryan Kalkbrenner under so far. Paul George under 2 steals. 1.6K at minus 120. Let's see. Derek White over 21 points and assists. No pinnacle odds, so that's a little bit of a question mark. Zach 80 under 12.5 rebounds. And Chris Stapps under 6. He don't be getting rebounds like that. His tall ass. Let's see what positive EV says for us today. DFS. I got 3 different ones that I use. Polona. All right, we'll stay away from this name just because we're not really doing any. That's crazy though. That's a pretty big edge compared to Pinnacle. Minus 155. So we might have to throw this in our 6 pick flex. Let's look for other plays, and we might throw this play in our 6 pick flex. Head over to the sharp money again. So Paul George, over $1,000 on his under for steals. So we can do this. soon as you find it, let me know. All right. What does he do? 2-1-2-5. God damn. Okay. I don't know if he played yesterday. Tyon Grant Foster. This is crazy right here. 1.3K at minus 2,500. We'll probably pass that one. This is football. Honestly, I'd rather take Paul George's points instead of the blocks and steals. Um, the liquidity isn't the reason why, but it will be because the odds. It's just 1 cent, so it's not like a massive difference. But I mean, he can very easily just get 2 steals by accident. And the points, I'm more comfortable with the points just because I know Embiid's not playing because he played yesterday. Let's see. Gamecast. So no Joel Embiid, no Kelly Oubre, no Trent Watford. They're playing the Bucks. They don't have these guys either, so he might get some playing time. He's gonna start. Um, Maxey had a big game yesterday, so maybe he takes a day off. Who knows? But I'm more comfortable taking his points, his over on points, than his under on steals. Not saying that this can't hit, but for some reason, I'd rather just take his points. To be honest, he could score. The steals though, most of the time those are just like, I mean, if they're playing like the backups for the Bucks, he could get a couple steals. So we can keep going. We got so his thing's showing up on here too. So let's go with Zach 80 under 12.5 rebounds. We'll come back to Paul George under on rebounds. Let's see what else. Nothing else really stands out. Jeremiah Smith. This is tomorrow. We got over 5.5 receptions. No pinnacle odds, so that's something that I kind of look at minus 120 on here. Also, doesn't look too good. Harrison Barnes over 18.5 PRAs. Why is he getting stats like this? Josh Giddey under 19.5 rebounds, assists. This dude either goes off or like doesn't at all. Derek White over 21 against the Lakers. I'm kind of hesitant to take this Harrison Barnes play just because there's no DraftKings or Pinnacle. There's really like no books except for DraftKings, and these are like the softest books in America, so I wouldn't really take these seriously. But I mean, for a 6 pick flex, I'd be okay taking it. But right now, let's take Derek White's over points assists. Over 21 points assists. These are off of the positive EV tool, the sharp money tool. We got a couple plays on there. The Paul George, I might just stay away from Paul George altogether. This is a okay play, but because we're not getting odds from the sharp books, um, I'm a little less inclined to take that play. And if we want to stick with just this weekend or just today, we got Ryan Nemhard. I might just stick with fantasy optimizer plays for the majority of this one. Josh Giddey, Jaylen Brown under. If we're taking Derek White's over, we could take Jaylen Brown's under. What was the play? Under his, where'd it go? Oh, it's on here. Oops. Under his 35.5 points assists. Less. If we do the 6 pick flex, we still get the payout. So there's a little bit of a positive correlation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should we take the Harrison Barnes play? I kind of want to get rid of the. I'm going to get rid of the Paul George play. I'm not a fan of the Paul George play. The money's there. If you want to follow the sharp money, don't be. You could take the Paul George play. That's fine. I just don't like that there's not that much data behind it. Plus, you've seen that he can get some steals. So the OG play is still there. What was the other play? Ryan Kalkbrenner under 1.5 blocks. I wonder why that. I guess the thing went down a little bit. Does he still show up? So people are actually buying this. other side. So people are thinking that that's actually going to happen. Um, let's see. I'm gonna check one more time. Paul George steals. Paul George points. I like the points play better for some reason, but the the value is not as crazy as I would probably prefer for basically any play. We could take Harrison Barnes over his points. Now we got some DraftKings in there at 14. If we can lock this in. Oh, they moved it. 14 and a half points. So no Harrison Barnes for us. Josh Giddey. I'll probably pass on that. It looks pretty solid. No pinnacle odds. We got the Zach 80 play. Franz Wagner over 3.5 assists. I do like this play. Three and a half assists though for this guy is crazy. 5, 3, 1, 2, 6. Wow. I don't know if he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. So should we do? If this play's still on here, should we take this play? Palona. I don't really follow too much. Wow. Where'd it go? 172. I mean, there's not that much odds, but Pinnacle does have odds for it. And they're at minus 155. So a 6-pick flex would be pretty good. Or we could just throw this in a 6-man with some other stuff. If you want to stick to basketball today, maybe this Josh Giddey play, but it's not there anymore, so maybe not. Let's see what else we got. Zach 80, Porzingis. Pinnacle's too close for me. Honestly, I'm okay taking Paul George's points. I butcher his name. Paul George. Where's his point? Oh, they moved it to 14 and a half. So the points is not there anymore. So that was a little bit too easy. His steals are still there, so we could take his steals. Less than 1.5 steals. I mean, somebody really likes this play, but they're only offering it at 120 odd, so it's not like a standout. Nobody's buying it, so nobody's really willing to go against him, which is a good sign. Let me just refresh this one more time. I think we have our 6 picks already. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Zach 80, Franz Wagner. Where'd the Franz play go? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a 6-pick flex. Okay. A lot of I know there is. Oh, what the fuck? Do I still have my picks? Don't tell me I gotta do it. Oh my god, I gotta do it all over. All right, I don't know what happened, but we just lost everything. We had Paul George. Under 1.5 steals. We had Franz. Over 3.5 assists. We had Derek White. Over 21.5 points assists. And Jaylen Brown. Under 35.5. Or 34.5. Was that what it was? Points assists. So over points assists, under 35.5 points assists. I think they just changed it to 34. So that play got changed, so I'm not going to take the Jaylen Brown play anymore. Man, what happened right now? I know there's a lot of discounts on Pick 6. So Pick 6 and Sleeper, I saw a lot of plays on Sleeper, which Sleeper's kind of iffy. Um, their value's not really like the greatest when it comes. You can't. It's hard to find value on there. But we got Zach 80 under 12.5 rebounds. What else do we have? We had Paul, but he's not sure. Oh, he is actually on here still. Ryan. Oh, I mean this guy Ryan. We could take this Ryan play. under 2 blocks. Actually, you know what? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Shea under 6.5 assists, minus 129. This play looks pretty solid. The liquidity is not quite where I would like it. This is crazy. Zach 80 under rebounds. Yeah, I got that one on there. Um, we have the blocks. I guess this play just popped up, so we could take this play. We had it in our slip earlier. Under 1.5 blocks. Blocked shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays. We need one more play. OG's steals are not there. We could just take a look one more time, but they're not there. His steals got moved to just like 1 steal. I think I passed it already. Or maybe it's not even on here. Blocks, steals. Oh, it's steals? Under 1.5 steals. Let's take his steals. OG Anunoby under 1.5 steals. So we have 5 picks here. Paul George, no steals. Franz with assists. This got bumped, so I'm going to take that off. We're taking just a little bit too long. And Zach 80's 12 rebounds now. God damn. Bro. We got to be quicker. We got to be quicker. Ryan, Franz over 3.5. We could take Porzingis. Not a favorite of mine's. Let's see here. We got a college basketball play over 12.5 points. This is literally insane right here. I don't know why this is here. Devin Neal, if you want to wait till Sunday. Shea under his assist. This could be a solid play. It's not crazy value, but it's enough for a 6-pick flex. That's crazy, man. How they just bump shit like that. Now they don't even have Derek White available. Oh, they do. I just spelled his name wrong. I mean, you could still take this. It's still profitable. I mean, it's just by the point half, so now you're gonna push your bet instead of win if you get to 22. Where you could just kill that play, just like blast through the 22.5. They have minus 160. 22.5 is at basically close to even money. So 22 flat is still a good play, but now that it's no longer up here, I'm okay moving on from it. We got Kristaps. We could take the Kristaps under his rebounds. Just if you need a play. This guy don't be getting rebounds like that. Weird. I guess he just hangs around the perimeter. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, I can't believe the Zach 80 play is gone. That dude gets rebounds too. Alright, if nothing else pops up, we'll pick one off of the optimizer. Or we could pick this play right here. I like when college basketball plays are like plus 140, plus 150. I'm more willing to take those plays. Devin, over 6. Rebound assist. This play's probably not going to last that long, so as soon as I lock it. I didn't even check to see if everything else is there, but let's just hope that everything's there. Let me share this. All right, here's the 6-pick flex with the profit boost. I'm pretty sure I hit the profit boost. I hope. Bam. All right. So we got our 6-pick flex in for prize picks. All my stuff is slow right now for some reason. If you like it, go ahead and take it. If not, that's all right. But I do like all of these plays. So we have a couple plays off of the optimizer, a couple plays off of the sharp money tool, and yeah, good luck to us. There's no Fandor or Pinnacle on this play, but I'm okay taking it just because they have 6.5. So if you don't like that play, you can come down here and take another play from down here. Uh, we probably could have put like this play's not too bad. Yusuf Nurkic under 3.5 assists, not too bad based off the odds. Same with Kella Ware under 10 rebounds, but those plays are so down the list that I'm okay just like not even entertaining them at the moment. Caleb Williams over 183 passing yards. We can build a three-man. I'm okay to build a three-man. Here's a three-man that I want to take because for some reason I think Paul. Oh, but his number is at 14 actually. But I do want to take this play that I saw on the positive EV tool. And if it's still there, I will take it. So we got Polona Hercog. Hercog. Why can't I? All right, so we're gonna do a three-man right now on Prize Picks. I think I did the profit boost. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna do a three-man right now. You don't have to follow it if you don't like it, but we got Polona over 11.5 games won. Over 11.5 total games won. Okay, that's coming off of the positive EV tool. There's not that much data behind it, but I'm taking it because Pinnacle is offering this play and they're minus 155. So that discrepancy, putting it even at minus 122 in a three-man, you could even put this in a two-man if you like. It's still better odds than what Pinnacle's offering. If you just want to get a two-man in there. It's not the most optimal slip type, but if you have two plays that are very likely to hit, like this Kobe White play, under 31.5 PRAs. This play, I probably would still put this in a three-man over a two-man because Pinnacle odds, but let's see here. Kobe White, under 31.5. Oh, shit. And what else we got? Can we pull one off here? Should we do Caleb? No, he's gone. Nicholas Batum. I'm not going to take a play that doesn't have their odds anymore for a three-man. For a six-man, I'm okay taking it just because, I mean, these plays still have a positive chance of hitting, a good chance of hitting. So you can still take a play that's not showing odds from every book. But let's see what else we could find. Jeremiah Smith. No Pinnacle odds. We do have Draft or FanDuel. Just refresh this one more time. Yeah, Kobe White's showing up, so we're gonna have to get this play in as soon as we can. And we got all of these plays in here. Jabari Smith, no thanks. That's not looking too good. Yusuf Nurkic. We're just like looking for a play to make this three-man. If you don't like the three-man, we can just do a two-man. Let's see. Nothing else pops up. Still Kobe White's there. Paul George. Yeah. Maybe take this Jeremiah over 5.5. That's a lot of receptions. Sam Hauser. Not a lot of data. Rui Hachimura over 4 rebounds. Over 3.5. This could be a good play. This is crazy. It's so hard to find like that, just one extra play. And then when you find it, things get bumped. So we got to be quick because that play I don't think is going to last too long. Which I'm pretty sure it's not there anymore. Let's see. One more update. And if not, I think I'm going to go with Paul George's points. Over 206. Caleb Williams, if you guys are okay waiting. Lonzo Ball under 10. 9.5 at minus 111. Not the greatest. What y'all think? Let's go Lonzo Ball. I'm gonna update this one more time, and if not, I'm gonna go Lonzo Ball for my 3-man. Yeah, it took too long. That's it. I'm not doing that shit no more. Let's go Lonzo Ball under 10. Oh, it's 9.5 now. Forget it. Forget it. We might have to move on and come back. Let's go to underdog. We don't have an underdog play yet. Are there any promos on underdog? FIFA and UFC only. That's bad. That's terrible. I gotta clear all this. Reset. I guess we could just click all this. Let's see if they have anything on here anyways. MMA, UFC. Nothing for UFC. What was the other one? FIFA? No plays. Alright, let's move on. Well, we could take a look at underdog and just make a slip. This is gonna have to be a 6-pick flex. DraftKings. Oops. Underdog. So there's some stuff on here. There's not a lot of data. So here we go. I mean, we still have some plays. There's not till Sunday, so I mean, again, you're gonna have to wait till Sunday, but we can just go right off this list right here and make a 6-pick flex on underdog. Luther Burden over 30 receiving yards. Come on, bro. 40 receiving yards. God damn. It's not even close. So he's checked off. Cam Ward, I think that plays off too. Zubac, no Pinnacle. It's too choppy. Minus 129. We got Najee Marshall over 11.5 points. I mean, there's plays. They're kind of low. You gotta dig for them. Let's look at DraftKings. Pick 6. NBA. All right, so we got some NBA. Aaron Holiday over 8.5 points, and we got some stat slices. So let's make some plays here. Who do you like? Who do you like? Bayer, you could take any one of these guys. I'm gonna go with Maxi because that's my dude. Aaron Holiday is not showing up. How about Jalen Suggs? Over 14.5 points. And Alex Caravan. That's NCAA. If this play's not on here, we'll go look at the optimizer. I've been killing it with plays off the optimizer for DraftKings recently, so I'm not. Oh, here he goes. Over 8.5 points. All right, we got one. We got one. We got one. We got him hooked. All right, we got Aaron Holiday over 8.5 points. Jalen Suggs over 14.5 points. And a stat slice. So here's the plays. The liquidity is not the greatest, but the odds are compared to Pinnacle, Bet 105, and Bookmaker for both plays, especially this play right here, Aaron Holiday. So this play is looking pretty solid. I'm going to share this in my. I didn't share the other play in my Discord too, so kind of slacking. DraftKings pick 6. Actually, I got to do this one on my phone. I'll put the DraftKings play right now in the chat. Come on, bro. What the fuck? Bro, send that joint. All right. Okay, we got DraftKings. I'm gonna make more plays. DraftKings looks pretty solid right now. It's crazy how they're changing these promos to like they didn't drop these until 1 o'clock and they're only up for 3 hours. But let's share this right now on Discord. Here's the play. Just click that little link. Checkpoint. Okay. What the hell's going on here? And then it's not gonna save. I'm done. Let's share this on Twitter. I'm taking this off just because I've been getting copied by them, or they've been liking a lot of my posts, so I think they're on to me. All right, here, built on stream. DraftKings pick six, boom. Okay, we got one play. We can make another play. We didn't even look at the optimizer for DraftKings. Bracco. Might have to check that one out. Might have to check that one out. All right, here we go. NBA. Let me just change this to NBA. Okay, we got Grayson Allen over 15.5 points. I really like this play. Wrong one. Peyton Pritchard. Chet Holmgren over 8.5 rebounds. Wasn't his under? Oh, that was Porzingis. 9.5. One rebound is plus money on FanDuel. About even money just for one extra. I'm gonna pass on the Chet Holmgren play. We got Josh Hart under 13.5 points. They got 12.5. TJ McConnell over his PRAs. So Pinnacle, they have their odds, they have their lines off by like a whole point. So that makes this a profitable play. And then FanDuel's odds on this play and these three plays basically are pretty solid. You can keep scrolling down if you want to look for plays where both of them have crazy ass odds, like minus 130, minus 149. Laurie Markkinen under 25.5 points. We can build one with plays that are a little bit lower on the chart, and then build a play where it's a little higher, over 8.5 rebounds. So they think he's going to get like 9 rebounds, basically. Peyton Pritchard not scoring. That's like a hit or miss. He either scores like crazy or he like has 6 points. Derek White, we got the Derek White's over. Oh no, we didn't even pick the Derek White over. We missed that one. So we could take his over. There's a lot of plays here. Shea. This one's not too bad. Under PRAs. They have a stat slice, I think, for points. Grayson Allen plays gone. Let me cancel this. All right, so I think, can you pick Maxi a bunch of times? Harden, hit or miss against Memphis. De'Aaron Fox. I think out of these, I'd pick Shea and De'Aaron Fox. Cade Cunningham too, actually. So I'm gonna go with the Cade Cunningham play next. And then for him, who can we put? Rui Hachimura, over 14.5 points. Okay. Points are gone. Never mind. Peyton Pritchard, we could take his under. Oh yeah, we could take his under for sure. Under 17.5. Just make sure it's there. Okay, we need one more. Hurry up. Jake LaRavia over 13.5 points. Austin Reeves under 33.5 PRAs. Oh, that's just points. Under 33.5 points? God damn. Will they let us do this? What's it saying? Add or remove picks, $10. You've maxed out your entry fees at this pick level. Try making new picks with a different number of players. So I gotta make this a 3. I'm okay with making it a 4-man just because that's a stat slice. So he I wouldn't say it's a lock, but it's pretty much a lock. So we need one more. We could go with, let's see, Chet Holmgren. Should we go with Chet? I'm not a big fan of that. Josh Hart looks pretty solid, under 13 points. All right, so we got a 4-man. No sharp money. Oh, we do have sharp money. It's got to be NBA though. Nicholas Batum under 7.5 points and rebounds. Harrison Barnes under 16. Like I'm looking for Pinnacles odds first before I pick any of these. This one, I'll pass on Andre Drummond, especially with no Embiid. That's hockey. Nicholas Batum. I might pass. We can make another. We can make another one, but I kind of want to stick with what we have so far, and then just pick one off the optimizer. Aaron Wiggins, under 16.5 points and rebounds. Why am I doing this? Because I don't like the Josh Hart play. I didn't really like the Josh Hart play, to be honest with you. Just build a bunch of slips, you know what I'm saying? We could put this one, we could do this one right here, and then I'll put Josh Hart in another play. Or I'll put the, who changed? Somebody changed. Was it Josh Hart? No, he's 13. Um, Peyton Pritchard is 17. Did somebody change? Austin Reeves, that one was 33.5 too. Under 33. I think everything's the same. So let's go. Let's lock this. We're fading everybody. Under. Josh Hart under. All right. Okay, here's a 4-man. 9.7x. What the? Oh, that's what changed. Come on, bro. Rookie mistake. You don't have to copy this if you don't like it. It is only a 9.7x, but we do have a free stat slice, so it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just gonna share this on my Discord just because the stat slice was kind of whack. I mean the payout shift was a little whack. I didn't pay attention to that, but we're still. I mean it's $3, so that's fine. Let's see if we could lock in these other plays. This is gonna be like a correlated play if we can lock this in. Oh yeah, he's gone. All right, so we might move on from DraftKings at the moment. I do want to look at I did want to look at Sleeper though because I had a bunch of Sleeper promos that expired today. Under 25.5 points. He's a stat slice. NC. Harrison Barnes under 16.5 PAs at minus 125. This would be strictly. I mean, I'm not gonna take it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Chet. He's getting the bump. Well, that would be like a negative. We have 2 players on the same team. Zachary Ricochet. So plays are coming out now, especially on DraftKings. DraftKings, I usually get good plays like later on. I'll take Quentin Grimes over 15.5 points. Okay, Zachary Ricochet. Zach. Come on, Zach. Over 15.5 PRAs. And we had a Chet play. I'll take the Chet play. Over 16 and a half points for Chet Holmgren. 17 and a half points. Never mind. Oh, we have a four-man already. So yo, I'm tripping. All right, this is the 10x for sure. What the fuck? Damn, they caught me. They caught me. And then they're not gonna let me do them. I can't do a three-man. I can't do a four-man. I think I'm done on there. What other a five-man? What play did I just get rid of? Harrison Barnes. This is like a OD play. Like, probably shouldn't do this play. Under 16 points assist, but it's all good. Quentin Grimes versus Shea. Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Am I trying to get his over right now on this one? Cool. All right, I think I'm gonna pass up on DraftKings. Let's look at sleeper. If we can find a Zach play, I'll look for one, or a Shea play, I'll look for one later. But let's look at Dabble actually. Let's look at Dabble. We got some plays on Dabble, so let's head over to Dabble. That play I made yesterday with VJ Edgecombe had me upset because the only reason why he got over 20 PRAs is because they let the Warriors come back, and then at the end of the game, Tyrese Maxey missed a shot, and Edgecombe got the rebound and the putback. So that was 3 PRAs in one play. And if that didn't happen, we would have cashed this three-man right here, which is freaking garbage. It's freaking garbage. But what you gonna do? That's part of the sports. So let's hop in here and take this Cameron Johnson over 21 PRAs. And let's take this Calvin Austin. Or should we just stick to today? Let's just stick to today. Harrison Barnes. Under 14 points. Under 14 and a half points. We could take this hockey play. All right, hockey. We're going hockey. Jason Robertson. He's a left wing. Under 3.5 shots on goal. That is a lot of shots on goal. You see how much money I get for it. $12. Underdog, I got you. Let me just share this real quick. We got Cameron Johnson over 21.5 PRAs. We got Calvin Austin. Oh no, we didn't do Calvin Austin. We got Harrison Barnes under 14.5 points. Oh shit, I did the wrong one. We're supposed to take his over. Can I cancel this? Cancel that. I was supposed to take his over. All right, so we got Cameron Johnson over 21, Harrison Barnes under 14, and Jason over 3.5 for my $12. All right. Oops. Let me share this. We'll do underdog right after. I think I'm gonna do one more play on here, and then Dabble. Where's Dabble? All right. Oops. All right. There's Dabble. Um, should we make one more play? I think we should make one more play. Calvin Austin. I like the Calvin Austin play. So I'm gonna make a Dabble slip with the Calvin Austin play. What the hell is that? That's a crazy ass name. Under 2.5 receptions. Really? Oh, damn, really? All right, Calvin Austin, under 2.5 receptions. Let's look at the optimizer. Oh, damn, nothing. Damn. It's all football, too. Um, 10 yards, 9 yards. We can move on from this. We'll come back to Dabble. So far, Dabble's not looking too solid. You could just take these top three plays, Cameron, Calvin, and Harrison Barnes under 18.5 points, rebounds, and be content. Let's look at underdog, and then I'm gonna go to sleeper because we do need to do sleeper, and we also need to do Onyx odds because there's a 6-7% profit boost on there. They got the Cameron Johnson play on here too. So that is looking pretty solid. This one, if we're doing a 6 pick flex on underdog, it's okay. If you're doing a 3-man, it's not the greatest of uh, edges as far as like EV edge, but you're basically getting what you should be getting. Under 29.5 receiving yards. Okay, there's one play. We could throw, honestly, I'm okay throwing this play back in here over 21.5, even though we have it on Dabble already. It looks pretty solid compared to like what somebody's trying to get on here. So I can throw this in here. I'll throw it in a 6-man if I'm gonna double dip. That's the wrong Cameron Johnson. I'll just type his name in there. Oh, I guess he's not even available on here. I wonder why it came out as a K. Yeah, he's not there. So no Cameron Johnson play. That's fine with me because we already have him somewhere. Um, let's look at the optimizer. I need my 3 data points. If you don't want to do 3 data points, just go ahead and take these right here. Underdog or Macy under 1.5 takedowns. Some LOL League of Legends, but I like to have at least 3 data points, mainly FanDuel and Pinnacle specifically for my picks. The top ones are a little skewed just because they've been there for like a while. DeAndre Hunter under 2.5 threes. Minus 124 is not amazing. There are a lot of plays on here though. Anthony Black under 19.5. This play I like. Bro. All right, under 19.5. And this play is pretty good too. Tajay Spears. You have to wait till Monday or Saturday, Sunday. There's no Pinnacle odds, but these odds are pretty wild. If you're doing a 5-man, you can put it in here. Over 2.5 receptions. There's a 3-man if you like the 3-man. I'm gonna do a 6-man though. Let's see here. Norman Powell over 5.5 first quarter points. Do we like it? Ryan Nemhard over 18.5. There's not that much data. I do like to have them both, but if you're going for a 6-man, basically anything you find on here is a profitable play. You don't have to have all the books odds. I did put 3 data points. What is he doing? Under 2.5 threes. I don't know what this guy does for threes, but oh, that just shows you his whole thing. Do we get the 10x? All right. The good thing about underdog too is that sometimes if you do a 3-man, you don't get the full 6x, but if you put it in a six pick flex, you actually get the whole 25.5. So out of these two, I would probably pick Norman Powell's first quarter points just to get it out of the way. Scotty Barnes under 30. Do we like the Scotty Barnes play? Julian Champagny. We picked somebody else way down here. 136, 128. That's a decent play too. I mean, for a 6-pick flex, it's a good play. It's underneath the 55 that I like though. But let's go here. I forget what his thing was. 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. What is this? A 5-man? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need one more. Anything good on here? Just Cameron Johnson. Isaiah Collier. I fade this dude every day. Over 9.5 PRAs. Alright, we got a 6-pick flex on underdog. Make sure the payouts are right. I don't think anything changed. Was this 30 actually? Where did we get him from? Lutheran? Oh, over. We're supposed to take his over. Bro, I'm slacking. Over 30. I think they changed this to that's somebody else. Miles Coleman. Is Miles Coleman still available? He is. Oh, he's at 29. All right, I think we're pretty solid here. The liquidity is still there on that play. There's a couple plays we can make. We can make another play right now if we want to, but let's lock this one in on underdog. Make sure everything's the same. All right. Anyways, we got a 6-pick flex for underdog. Let me share this. Damn, we got a lot of things to go. We got a lot of books. We got a lot of books, man. Let me share this. Oh yeah, we have stat slices too that we gotta get through. Save this thing. Oh, I need the link. Bro, my typing skills, the worst. All right. Can you make some 3-mans on underdog plays? I got you. Got some discounts. All right, cool. So let's. I mean, just take any. You can make this 2 3-mans. You could take this whole 6-pick flex and just do 2 3-mans, 2 sets of like 1 3-man and 1 3-man, and then you're good. If you go 5 for 6, you're gonna cash one and not the other. I would put Isaiah Collier for sure on there. We can put him back on a slip. Let me look at that's Prize Picks underdog. So you could take this Luther play over 30. Oh, I don't think this is there actually. I think I tried this one already. Yeah, it was 40. So the Luther play is not there. Maddox, Madsen. That game is today. Under 236 passing yards. All right, let's put this one in here. 226. Forget it. All right, let's look at the sharp money. We got Isaiah for sure. Based off the odds. Harrison Barnes. You could take his under on points. Tobias Harris over 1.5 assists. And Barnes. You could fade Barnes too. I faded Barnes already, so I'm a little hesitant to fade him again on another book. But I mean, that's a solid play. You could take the Barnes play under 14.5 points. So here's a 3-man you could play on underdog. Isaiah over 9.5 PRAs, Tobias Harris over 2 assists, and Harrison Barnes under 14.5 points. We can lock it. I'll lock it. Here you go. So we got Collier on a slip and we got Barnes on 2 slips. So that's it for Isaiah and Harrison Barnes for me. That is maximum. All right, if we could build one more, I'm good, and then we'll move on. Um, as far as the sharp money tool goes, we're pretty much set for now. Nothing else is popping up that I really like. Um, just based off of the odds. Let's see here over here. DeAndre Hunter on threes. Jalen Brunson under 37.5 points assists. Tyjae Spears. Anthony Black. Did we put Anthony Black in that 6-man? I believe we did. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So you have 3 plays. You can split that 6-man up into 2 3-mans, and then you have that 3-man that we just made. Other than that, I'm pretty much set as far as underdog goes. We can come back to it at the end of the stream. There's still a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of plays on here. You could cook up like 1,500 6-pick flexes, and like you're set. If you don't have OddsJam and you want these plays, you can use my link. Go to my profile, click this fast.st link right here, and then you can get 7 days free. And then mess around with stuff. You know what I'm saying? 7 days free. Sign up for whatever books that you have. I mean, look up any books that you have on the Fantasy Optimizer. Just check it out. Make some slips and see what happens. Let's look at sleeper though, because there's a bunch of sleeper value. Well, I wouldn't say sleeper value. There's a bunch of sleeper promos. Okay, we got Jalen Hurts. There's ones that I have to use today, like this 50% profit boost. Let's see. If nothing pops up here, 2 results. Oh, no results. Why they lie to me like that? Sleeper showing no results. Let's see what this thing says. Okay, Bam Adebayo over a 3. Should we link it with this free pick right here? The odds are so crazy. Look at these odds right here. See his lines to make at least 1-3. That is ridiculous. This is basically a free play. So you're just doubling your money for free. And if this guy doesn't hit a 3-pointer today, that's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna lock it though. Free Jalen Hurts pick. Sleeper. Oops, something didn't send earlier. Oh, it's okay. I don't think that one hit anyways. We got Jalen Hurts to make 1 passing yard and Bam to make 1-3. I'm okay with that just because this is a positive EV play, just by 1%, but it's still positive EV and the free pick, so I'm okay putting that without using a profit boost. Hello. Oh. Uh-oh. The laptop's probably dead. All right, let's make another slip on sleeper. We have a 50% profit boost. There is no pick entry limit, or yeah, like requirement. It can be just 2 picks. So we can just take these 2 picks right here and call it a day. The odds are like ridiculous though. But it's EV. If you're looking for plays that are like closer to, did I put 200? I did, and it's still showing up. I guess it's showing like the odds here. So we could take Cameron Johnson over 3.5 rebounds, AO over 14.5 points. The EV is so bad, but we are getting a 50% profit boost. How many of these profit boosts do I have? Just 1. These ones are crazy. 6+. You have to make at least 6 picks. That's obnoxious. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the minus 200 odds. 20. I'm gonna do the minus 200 odds. I'm gonna take this play right here, the Cameron Johnson. Cameron Johnson over 3.5 rebounds to get at least 4 rebounds, and Ayo to get at least 14 points. Ayo, that's crazy. They really named him Ayo. At least 15 points, and then I'm gonna throw the profit boost, 50% profit boost on there, and we'll go 25. That is such a terrible payout. But I mean, that's what we got. We could throw Jordan Clarkson in there just to spice it up. But we're just negatively compounding our edge the more negative EV we put on there. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it like this. So if you have the 50% profit boost, you can throw this one in there. What's happening right now? Why is it failing to send my messages? Oh, that's one. This one just. I'm gonna just delete this. All right, so we got Cameron Johnson, 4 rebounds, Ayo 15 points with a 50% profit boost. That's what's gonna turn this into a good play. And this play over here is the same. So let me get rid of the odds, and then we got Cason Wallace to make a three. We're just going through these discounts at this point. Let me know if there's any discounts in other places too. Cason Wallace to make at least 1 3. Those odds are wild. Scotty Barnes to make it 3. These odds are so crazy. The fact that they have these on here is like actual possible plays. Um, it's crazy. And there was a Kevin Durant on here. We got De'Aaron Fox points, triple double, KD. I'm probably gonna put the KD play on a better slip actually because I had seen better had the same discount. So we'll hop over to better after this. So I'm gonna use I'm gonna do the De'Aaron Fox play with this one. All right. So we got 3 slips. If you want to use, yeah, oh yeah, we gotta hit up Onyx too. You right. If you want to use the KD play on here, you can. I like the KD play, the discount, but they have the same discount on better. So I'm gonna go make that play on better. Um, at 21.5 points. So let me head over there right now. And if this Cameron Johnson plays here, I'm for sure taking it. So we got KD over 21.5 points. It's still there. That is crazy. Cameron Johnson over 20.5 PRAs. Um, are we building a 3-man or a 6-man? Harrison Barnes. These people hate Harrison Barnes today. The money. Brian Thomas Jr. Let's see what they have on the optimizer. Dominic Barlow under 7.5. Baker Mayfield, Josh Giddey. LaMelo Ball over 19.5 points. That's the play we're making. All right, here's a 3-man. Oh, they just bumped Cameron Johnson to 22. Fuck. That stinks. We'll hit up Onyx right after this play. Onyeka. Let me do my 3-man, my 3 things. Baker Mayfield's pass attempts. Josh Giddey, 118. Oh, I guess we could take that one. Josh Giddey's under 10.5 rebounds. I like the LaMelo play. That's a definite. Anthony Black, we're already on that one. Cedric Coward over 7.5. No pinnacle odds. Lauri Markkanen under 25.5 points. We didn't get to lock this in on 6 pick DraftKings, so I'm okay putting it on this one. Do they show his stats? Eh. Who knows what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? They are playing the Knicks. It could be a tough matchup. Let me just make sure. LaMelo Ball for sure. Anthony Black. I don't want to do double dipping. Cedric Coward is a good play. It's probably a better play. But I mean, Pinnacle has minus 153, which is insane. The Cameron Johnson play, I took a little bit too long get jumping on that play, so we missed out on that one. So here's the 3-man you could take. Kevin Durant, LaMelo Ball. Did it just go down? Overnight. What? And we're picking his over? That's crazy. 6-pick flex. Nikhil Walker-Alexander, no thanks. That's it. Let's go with this one. Dynamic. Oh shit, that was almost a mistake. So KD, Lauri, boom. All right, here's a better pick. Three pick entry. Share it. So I'm gonna put this in my community plays tab because I don't have a better play tab yet. So there's the play. I guess I could share this on Twitter too. All right, let's go to Onyx. You right, Onyx. We got a bonus that we could pick. This will probably be my last play of the day too. So let's get it. Where's Onyx? We got a 67% parlay boost, minimum of 3 legs. Let's see. The EV on these right here are crazy as hell. Miles McBride over 3.5 assists at plus 197. Is that even real? Let's see. Let me clear this. Select all. And Sportsbook, clear it, and we're doing Onyx. And DVIG settings, Pinnacle. 152 results, golly. Let's narrow this down to just like basketball. We do NBA, NCAA. We could do football too. I'm okay with football. We'll stick to just these 4. There's still 134 results. Gosh. Gosh. Did I do this right? Just Onyx. All right, here we go. Here's some EV plays for us. Harrison Barnes over 2.5 assists. We're fading the heck out of him right now, so I probably won't take that one. De'Aaron Fox. Were we taking his under? So we're looking for plays now. When I'm doing my Onyx odds plays, we're looking for plays that are either outside of the market width. So if I'm going to take his over, I want plus 131 or higher. And if we're going to take his under, I want 101 or basically even money or better. So it has to be outside of the numbers but outside of 102 and 130. So this is like right in the middle. It's not, I mean, I guess according to Bookmaker, what the hell is going on, bro? Let's check out Pinnacle. All right, let's see here. Peyton Pritchard's assists. Jamal Murray over 2.5 threes. At 144. Okay. Let me do this right here. 91% chance of hitting. That's crazy. Jalen Duren to get a double-double. Look at these odds are crazy. I'm gonna go minus 200. Um, Narrow the results a little bit. Okay, Najee Marshall under 1.5 threes. I don't know if that's a good play or not. I've seen him make 2 threes before. Minus 122. So we're not outside of that range, but I mean we're getting better odds than Pinnacle and Bet 105. Um, I mean, these plays they're pretty profitable. You just take a bunch of these plays right here and make a 6 pick flex. I mean, make a 3 leg. Let's try it. Let's try Bookmaker. I might just stick with the basketball play. It says all sports, so it doesn't really matter what sport, but I'm okay just doing all basketball. Um, Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs. Point spread minus 1.5. Brunson under 3.5 rebounds. See, these plays they're kind of scary because they're super favored to hit and then they don't. What was I gonna do? Let's just change this to just basketball. NBA. 40 results. All right. So if we want to go with the most profitable play or the high probability of hitting, then you can knock out these 3 right here. If you want to go with the best EV, then you're gonna be picking plays that are less likely to hit, which is if that's your thing, and like you still believe. I mean, this play does still have a chance of hitting. It's got a 39% chance, so it's a lot less likely to hit, but it's not completely out of the picture. They're looking at plus 136, so we're getting a massive edge on this play. So if you just want to compound your edge like crazy, then that's the way that I would go. Otherwise, if you're looking more for plays that are more likely to hit, so you can actually hit your parlay, or if you like have a higher chance of hitting your parlay, then we want to pick these plays here. If this Jamal Murray play is still here, because I'm not seeing it come up on here anymore, it might not have been like that crazy of an EV play, or it's gone for good. Franz to under 2 threes. The edge is not that crazy on here, so maybe I'll pick plays that are like a little bit higher on the edge market, like Miles Bridges over 2.5 assists for the Hornets. At minus 148. So we got Miles Bridges. There's one. We could take De'Aaron Fox's under on points. And Anthony Simons over on... Oh, no, not that one. I'm wondering what happened with the Jamal Murray play, to be honest with you. Maybe that was ARB to... or maybe that was against Pinnacle's odds. Because you're going to see 2 different sets of plays. Jordan Goodwin under 2.5 threes. Desmond. The Franz plays on here still. So what do we have? Jamal Murray to make 2 threes. Miles Bridges over 2 assists. And Franz under 2 threes. Where is this one? All right, so here's a play you can make. Jamal Murray over 2 threes. That is a good play. Franz Wagner under 1.5 threes, and then the Miles Bridges play we got on another book. But let's see if it locks in. Hopefully none of the odds change. Okay, we got an Onyx play. Make sure you're using the parlay profit boost. 67%. I'm gonna share this in my Discord. All right, there you go. Link is in the Discord. Actually, I could probably pull it up on my. I'm over here acting like I can't do this. All right, there you go. It's in there. Franz under a 3, Miles Bridges over 2.5 assists, and Jamal Murray over 2.5 threes. All of them came off of the positive EV tool. First of all, they came off the positive EV tool. Second of all, they all have over 60% chance of hitting, and they're all over, what is this one? 3? They're all like over 3% positive EV. So you got yourself a really good play here. A really good play. There's a lot of plays. We could make a lot of plays here. And if you want to just take these straight up, you can just take them straight up. There's a lot of plays here you could take straight up. We could do Najee Marshall under 1.5 threes, but because of the EV, they're saying only put $5 on there. This Jordan Goodwin under 1.5 threes. The EV percent is 4% compared to the rest of the market, specifically Pinnacle and Bet 105, which are considered sharp books. So because they're sharp books and you're getting minus 173, you should put $35 on the play. So I actually might make this play right now, to be honest with you. It's not outside of the market width, so it's not a play that I'm like 100% like gotta smash it now, but we can just make this play. I don't even know who this guy is, to be honest with you. Jordan Goodwin under for 35 bucks. All right. That's pretty much it. If you guys don't have any more books, we can call it a day. If you aren't in my Discord, get in my Discord. I'm still going to be making plays and looking for plays when I'm not streaming. And I post them all in my Discord. So make sure you guys are in my Discord if you want those plays. And that's pretty much it. So, all right, guys.